Hi everyone, it's Fionna Gossling from Royal LePage, and I'm here to tell you what's been happening in the Burlington market in February 2022. So we are just starting to collect all of the data points for this, so some things might look a bit scant, but you can see that in February 2022, we had more sales. Sales were up over January, and that's very typical for this time of year. January tends to be a really slow month in real estate, and then more inventory tends to come on the market in the spring, and the spring market starts to happen around February, March. The last number of years, there seems to have been no real hot period of time. Is just consistently hot. And the latter part of 2021, we had a real shortage of inventory. So that was putting upward pressure on prices. However, you can see from this that we had 247 sales in the month of February in Burlington, and that was of 150 units available. That means that there was only 0.6 months of inventory. And months of inventory is saying if no new inventory came to the market, it would take just over half a month to sell out everything that we have currently on the market. So that is an incredibly tight market and a big seller's market. If you're trying to buy right now, there's a strategy to be employed. And if you are trying to sell, there is a way to make sure that you're getting the most amount of money for your house. The average sale price was 1.457. Averages aren't great because they take all of the lows and the highs and they meld them together. So if you have a really high monster sale, then it skews that number. Or if you have a lot of activity in an entry-level condo, then it skews the data. The median is a much better indicator. And there's really, with only 247 data points, there's not enough information to make this true. So we have to look at it over a longer period of time. And unfortunately, we're just starting to track the data for Burlington here. So we're comparing it to last month, which is up significantly 150,000, but I don't think that's accurate. So don't worry. Prices have not jumped $150,000 in the long run. If you compare what happened in February 22 versus February 21, their sales were down 21%, but that has more to do with active listings in this case. So it's not that fewer people are trying to transact or that it is hard to sell. It's that there's just no inventory out there for people to buy. So it's kind of the flip side of that coin. Active listings were down 21%. Months of inventory are the same. There's been no change there. It's been 0.6 months of inventory for over a year in Burlington. Your average sale price, however, is up by 38% year over year. And your days on market are down by 46%. So the market is just bonkers everywhere. Here's a bit of a breakdown if you're interested. Obviously, the average sale price is taking into account everything that's sold. Whereas if you're looking to buy a detached home in Burlington, the average sale price was 1.813. The average cost of a townhouse was 1.262, and the average price of a condo was $832,000. I've been tracking this for Oakville for years, since 2017, and I'm pretty sure that the Oakville average condo was a little bit lower than that. So that's interesting, but I think it could be explained by all of the new stuff that's happening in downtown Burlington. I'm not totally sure. I should look into that, but it's interesting. And the reason that days on market would be a little bit longer in the condo versus the townhouse or detached would be because of a status certificate. It takes a little bit longer. If you had any specific questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to be a resource to you, and if I can be of help. Otherwise, I will check back in next month with your March update and let you know what was happening. Talk to you soon.